What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. So today I'm going to be working on the Astro for the rest of the day. Had to run some errands earlier, but I think I've got everything figured out now. So I wanted to show you my my L-Track system. Get out of here, fly! Come on, man. Cramping my style. So I want to show you guys this L-Track system because it is glorious. It is amazing. So what this is I got a big 8-foot aluminum piece so I can cut it down to size for the things I need. And you can get all different kinds of fittings for them. This is the kind I got. It should be the only kind I need for what I'm doing. So this has, in here, this is squared off. So it goes between these two pieces, right in here, like this. And it only goes in one way because this is square, so it'll fit in there so that it won't, the actual bolt part won't turn. So it's locked down, so you can tighten this down nice and tight. And then these pieces fit between the round parts, so it won't go that way. So now this fitting can't turn, it can't go this way, and it can't go that way. So it's like once you tighten this nut down, it's totally stuck in place, which is just awesome. Super awesome. You can also get little tie down ones with a hook on it, so you can tie down whatever you want. And these are rated at a ridiculous strength, but it all depends on how you attach it. So if you just take like a bolt, or if this was a screw, you know, with a sharp end, and put it straight into the sheet metal, it sits down nice and flush inside of there, which is great because then you can still move things through here, but it's not that strong. So I'm going to take this a step farther and use what's called a RivNut. And this is a threaded insert that you insert into sheet metal, and then you use some type of tool. This is the one I got. It's a cheap one from Harbor Freight. It was like 27 bucks. It's probably not going to be easy to use. It might not even work, but I figure it's worth a shot because to get a good one is like 80 bucks at least. 70 or 80 bucks or something. So what you do is you drill out the size of this diameter. This is a 1/4 inch thread with a 20 pitch, and the outside of it's 3/8 of an inch. So I use a 3/8 of an inch drill bit with a stopper on it. One of these, also from Harbor Freight. And I'll drill into the side of the sheet metal in the side of the van where it's double walled, not going through the outside. That's what the stopper is helping me prevent. And then put this in, and then that tool that I bought, you just squeeze it, and it pulls it tight and tightens up the back so that it's an insert inside the metal that is stronger than the sheet metal, and this will provide a much more secure way to attach this. And then you simply, you got to put it in the right place, but then you just put the bolt through, and bam, you tighten it down, you're good to go. You got some super strong L-Track. You can attach just about anything you want to. Alright, so that L-Track stuff is pretty spendy, and I only got an 8-foot section of it. I don't want to buy more. I want to stretch what I got as far as it can go, which means putting it in multiple places to attach multiple things and give me options as far as how I can attach things to it. Even if it's unused, at least it's there. And if I've got it in multiple spots, then I can attach things in multiple places, and that is absolutely ideal. So where I'm going to start is, I got these big holes in the side. Obviously, I can't put the RevNut in nothing, So I'm gonna, instead of going the whole way across here, which I think is just unnecessary, I'm gonna put a strip like right here, and then another strip right here. And a strip, I'm gonna have to measure and make sure the holes line up right in that thing because it's got holes every 4 inches. But I might put one here and one here, or I might just put one straight in the middle to Alright, got these all cut up. I'm super excited, man. This is such a cool thing to me. I love this idea. So before I cut these, obviously it was one big length, and the holes are drilled every 4 inches. And if I was to perfectly get all the holes in the middle and have 4 holes, which the length of this is, it's 14 inches, so it's capable of having 4 holes in it, I would have had a lot of scrap and I would have wasted a lot. And I didn't want to do that. So one of them has 3 holes in it and the rest of them all have 4. That's just the way it worked out. I'm okay with that. The back side of the bed is going to take the least amount of weight, like no matter what. So I'm going to put the one with 3 holes in the back, and you can see how this works out. You know, it's going to be just like this. So another thing I want to really pay attention to is because the holes are all in different places, they each have their own spot. So I'm going to label the ones that go on the driver's side with just a D for driver and a number starting from the back going forward. So on this one, I'm gonna label this D1, and then this is my 3 hole, so this will be D1 as well, and then D2, and then the piece that goes there is going to be D2, and then there's one that goes up here as well, so this is going to be D3. D3, I've got them labeled. Alright, so help has arrived. Let me double check D1, okay, we're good. We'll go right here. Let me get this guy nice and centered. That looks about as good as it's going to get. Can you hold that? Make sure you put your weight into it and hold it as tightly as possible. If this thing gets shifted at all, then I'm in trouble. Okay, so this next part, I screwed the RivNut onto here. Now I just stick this in the hole. And then I squeeze it and then turn this and it comes out. Eventually. So far, it feels like this Harbor Freight tool is working pretty well. Let me get the other 2 in here, and then I will test and see how strong they are. Alright, so here it is. It flexes just a little bit, but I don't think it's going anywhere, man. I think that's in there pretty good. And with 2 of these in here and 2 on that one, I think it's going to be good. This tool works great. I don't see any reason to spend all the money on the big one. I didn't have any problem squeezing this. It wasn't hard to squeeze, and it seems like it did a fine job. Once you get it in, if you tighten this up just a little bit, you can get a little bit more out of it, so I'll be doing that from now on. Other than that, I started with the spot that I figured needed the least amount of strength, just in case it didn't work, and I had to start over with, you know, doing a different tool or drilling this out and putting a new fitting in or something. All right, so the process for the rest of these is going to be the same. I do want to add one more little tip when installing this stuff, especially if you're going to be using multiple pieces like this. So this is my scrap piece that I'm actually probably going to cut and use somewhere else in here, probably like right here, down here or something. I don't know yet. But anyway, it's about as straight and flat as anything else I have. So I'm going to set this on top of the other one and have her hold it, and then I can set up my second piece that's going to go here, and it'll be perfectly in line with the other one. You're holding that down nice and tight, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so that right there is going to be it. So I'm just going to have her hold take this piece off. Awesome, thank you so much. And then hold this one nice and tight, and then I'll punch this one, and the process will be the same on the rest. What do you think about the L-Track?
I like it.
And these nuts? All right, so got these in good. Where'd that big piece go?
Oh, it's right here.
Let's see how everything lines up. That looks pretty good, but not absolute. Let go, please. Thank you. It looks like there's a little bit of room under here. Yeah, that's not perfect. Huh. I'll bet it'll still work fine though. It's close enough. If these don't go in easily, like they don't line up perfectly, these ones don't, but I got them in anyway by putting them all in while it was still loose and then loosening it up. You can always just take a drill bit and hollow out one of these holes just a little bit more to make them fit perfectly. But that one's in there really good. So I am actually out of RivNuts. I didn't realize I only had 10 of them. Well, I guess I'm not out. I still have a couple left, but not enough to even finish one. I've got 2 left, I think. Right? 2 left?
Yeah, 3 left.
3 left? Oh, so we can do the other one. We can do the one over here too. So anyway, I gotta go get some new RivNuts either tonight or tomorrow. Other than that, next video I think we'll be starting on installation. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.